I spend many hours a day in the shop crafting a lot of my products and coming up with new ideas. The watch band that you just saw on my arm is an idea that I didn't craft from being in my shop. It actually started when I was sleeping. It actually threw me out of bed, and I ran right into the shop here, and I didn't even have to think. I just started putting these together. So I started about 2 years ago. I started up my lineup of watches, and they sell very, very well. As they sell very. These here watches are 100% genuine. They're all the different styles of my leather belt, so they incorporate the same principles here. I also do ladies' watches on here. So they're made out of leather. They're good and strong. All my belts, the inside, if you zoom in on it here, this is a Harley Davidson's from a Harley Davidson belt. So very stylish. The inside of it here, the strap is made out of Bison. Bison is the most strongest leather. And if I can find a piece of the strapping later on, I'm going to actually try and show you how strong it is. I'm going to have to try and find a piece in the meantime. So I might have to go and look around. But the watch bands here, if you're allergic to metal, it helps prevent there's no metal touching your skin, because it's all leather with no metal on there. I mentioned in my other videos that I don't like using two pieces of leather. In this case, I have to use the two pieces because I have to feed it through, and that's what keeps the metal off your skin. So in this case, I do that. I use a very strong wax cord, which is very strong. If it was to ever break, you could always bring it back to me. I would redo that up for you. It just takes seconds to fix up. So it's really not an issue. You could use other string to go through there too. But this is very easy. A whole spool of it costs you about maybe $10 for this wax cord. So it's easy to fix. And again, looking at my watch, you can see how good and strong it is. And good, strong, and how very fashionable it is. I get a lot of people asking me about them, and I actually tell them that I make it. We get a lot of customers that come by and they have watches that need the bands replaced and fixed up, and I happen to make the watch bands for them too. So if you have one that is broken, that's something we can fix up as well for you and customize. Being the Bison is the most strongest. I'm going to see if I can find a little piece here of my leathers. I have a piece of Bison right here. And this here you would never do to any of your products, but I'm going to show you how strong it is. It's going to be hard to get a good grip on this here. I'm trying to get something I can really reef on this thing and twist it. My hands are going to be turning white by the time I finish giving this little demonstration. I do this at the market all the time with scrap pieces from the Bison belts that I make, and they're my top sellers. But you wouldn't do this to a normal piece because you'd be actually ruining it. My hands, you can see, quickly turning white, and some blood's starting to come back to it. The belt again, the strapping there, couldn't even tell I did that. Stuff just doesn't break. It's so strong. You know, I can abuse it. That's why that's why I do make them out of the Bison. Customer's going to have a watch band that isn't going to be destroyed within years again. So that's another product we have on our lineup. But very fashionable, very strong. You can choose any of the styles of our belts here. See in the back, lots of many colors to choose from, and we craft them for you usually within the week or so, depending on how busy we are. With the COVID, we have a lot more time right now. Unfortunately, we're not in the markets doing this, but it gives me the opportunity to share some of the craft that I do, and hopefully it'll open up the avenue where people will start using the mail service to make their orders. And I am available to do right across Canada and the United States, and I'm ready to go because I haven't had much work coming through lately. So this is a good time to get ready and to go with our different products. See if we can find a few new products, which I am going to demonstrate later on, a new product for you guys before we call it the day.